side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious 8. Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Okay, ready. Hey, we got Mike 50 now.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 53.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Going down the middle, and it's complete. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down.
And the Redskin first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now back to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Redskins.
Set, ready. 15 running. Echo. What we got? 53 at the mic. 53 at the mic. 3 bud. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, I'm coming.
He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down and 12.
Now the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
I'm on. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Delaney. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike, 50%.
Darnold. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward.
That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Washington. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Tony Pollard, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now it's Darnold. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd and even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. This short throw caught by Goddard. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 26-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
2nd and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll run with Elliott. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Hey, lady.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold sliding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Hey, Charlie. Come again. And 58 is a mic.
Darnold from the gun. Throws right side, and that's complete. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Christian Wilkins able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Washington. Calvin Ridley, 93 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Mike 52, Mike 52. 64.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Bird to return. And just shedding him off there. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
This is 3rd and goal now, 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
Looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Darnold. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Darnold now to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Chandler Catanzaro now. He hit from 59 a season ago. This will be from 56 yards out. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
52's the mic. Check. 52's the mic. Red 80. You got blocked, me.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw is Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
And 10 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. We got 4. We got 4. Oh, 80. No. Check that. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Hey, Orbit. We got this. Mike 52. Mike 52.
Darnold to throw again. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Single. That's single the slot.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike 52. Mike 52. Coverage.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
53, Mike 53. Watch twist.
They're going to look to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. touchdown, Washington. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's 21-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Check, lucky.
They go to Elliott again. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. It's complete to Grant. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 28. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Elliott. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back to throw, Darnold. On the crossing route, complete. It's Grant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Darnold stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Let's get it.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
Check 4.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And it makes the score 21-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Set, baby! Set, baby!
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw. Escapes the sack. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Flush to his right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Lambeau. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. It was Eric Reed in on the stop. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Draw play, Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 9.
Go, go.
52, block 52. 52's the mic. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Here's Darnold. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Second and 10. But he almost had it defensively. could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Adrian Colbert. He was right there in coverage.
Brings up fourth down.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first and 10, Darnold. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
53, Mike 53. Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Third down.
Set. 70 ending. 53. Do that night. Do that night.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Redskins send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable for Lockett. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, let's get this. Ready? 52.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Steps away to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
52, Mike 52. I smell red 80.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Darnold. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58.
Darnold from the gun. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
So Darnold departs. On comes Chandler Catanzaro for the Jets field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Catanzaro's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the field goal got him back within 1 score, and now the focus lies on this onside kick. Well, that's one part of the equation, puts him back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts, but without that 3rd one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check 24. Check.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
53's the mic. 53. Check 51.
They'll set up a throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And this one will be brought back to the 22. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got it.
That's caught at the 25. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw. Going for it all. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Coming to you. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Watch the screen.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And here in overtime, If the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a first throw here in overtime. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Yannick Ngakoue, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The Redskins send out their punter on for a very important punt here in overtime. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense did its job, got the stop, all they need. And do you believe this? It's a safety, and the ball game is over. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some over.